Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Yahweh, which is named the Most High, and Yahushai, which is named the only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. I just want to do this little video because I've seen a couple people lately. They call themselves, Old Testament only, right? They don't subscribe to the New Testament. They believe that, the story of, Jesus or Yahushai. They believe that that's all, that's all a myth, right? That's a fake story that was, created to, just to, push a false narrative, right? But they subscribe to the Old Testament, though. All right, so I just wanted to, give a little response to that. And my argument is going to be here in the book of Isaiah, the 53rd chapter. And you can tell by the name of the video that the Old Testament clearly prophesies about the coming of a man named Jesus, right? Which is what Yahushai. Okay, it's clearly spoken about in the Old Testament. Okay, and also I will mention that I don't have the Apocrypha here with me, but if you have the Apocrypha, there is a chapter in there in the book of Ezra. I believe it's 1st or 2nd Ezra. It speaks about, it says, within 400 years, my son Jesus shall come and dwell on the earth. Okay, nearly paraphrasing it, but that clearly proves, because remember what, that came before the New Testament, right? That was written a few hundred years, like 400 years before the coming of Christ. So that clearly proves that, not in the Old Testament, but not in the New Testament, but it still gives the authenticity to the story of Christ, because it was written in, a few hundred years before Christ came in the Holy Apocrypha, just to throw that out there, and you can do your research on it for yourself. Anyway, I want to read this real quick. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 53 and verse 1. I want anybody who doesn't believe in the New Testament, you explain to me what this is talking about. If this is not talking about, Yahushai, or, people call him Christ, then what is this talking about? Okay, anyway, Isaiah chapter 53, verse 1. It says, who have believed our report? And to whom is the arm of the Lord revealed? For he shall grow up before him as a tender plant, and as a root out of a dry ground. He have no form nor comeliness, and when we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him. For he is despised and rejected of all men, a man of sorrows, and acquainted with grief. And we hid, as it were, our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. Surely he hath borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. Yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of Yahweh, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him. And his stripes, through his stripes, Lakia, we are all healed. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned every one to his own way, and the Lord have laid on him the iniquity of us all. He was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, as the sheep before his shearers is dumb, so he openeth not his mouth. He was taken from prison and from judgment, and who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off out of the land of the living, for the transgression of my people was he stricken. And he made his grave with the wicked, and with the rich in his death, because he had done no violence, neither was any deceit in his mouth. Yet it pleased the Lord to bruise him. He hath put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed. He shall prolong his days, and please Aslaki, and the pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in his hand. He shall see of the travail of his soul, and shall be satisfied by his knowledge. Shall my righteous servant justify many? For he shall bear their iniquities. Therefore will I divide him a portion with the great, and he shall divide the spoil with the strong, because he hath poured out his soul unto death, and he was numbered with the transgressors, and he bare the sin of many, and made intercession for the transgressors. Okay, so clearly, that's talking about Jesus Christ, which we call Yahushai. Clearly, this is talking about the crucifixion of Christ in the Old Testament. There's no way to get around that. clearly, even though it does not call him by name, clearly this is what it's talking about. So this is just a, little jab at anybody out there who, does not believe in the New Testament, right? The Old, Testament Israelites only, as they call themselves, or they only believe in the Old Testament, right? They say that, story of Christ, that was all. That's just a story that was made up, just to trick people and, stuff like that. But you're clearly cut. You're cut, all right, from the Old Testament. All right, so I just want to do that video. As I said, if you want to read it for yourself, Isaiah the 53rd chapter. Anyway, I'm going to say shalom. Hope that was edifying.